-6 degrees this morning, and it feels like it too. So, this morning we have got a few jobs to do. They probably want a bale. Do you want a bale? Yep, they want a bale, and I expect they're going to want a bale. Now, I was thinking this morning, I've got that CLAAS here, the teleander. How about us feeding the cattle with a teleander just because we can? Now, the only issue is they never sent it with a big bale spike. All I've got is pallet forks, which isn't a problem because I can easily feed a bale with pallet forks with the skid steer. It's easy. I've got 2 bales, I've got a square and I've got a round. They're already out. I'll take my Land Rover out. So, but this should be fairly straightforward and simple to feed with that. Although I can guarantee straight away, partially because I'm used to this thing, that I would definitely do it faster with this. So that's a great machine for lifting up big stuff and lots of stuff, whatever else. This thing will still run circles around that thing in a small yard like this. But we've got it, so we might as well use it. Right, we'll just check out here. We'll shut them in, move the Land Rover, and then we'll crack on. Right, I'll just get my job started. You know what? I might do that bale later on. I'll do the round bale this morning and the square bale this afternoon. If I bury with what's left there, the good stuff, it just spoils. Okay, that's got to come out anyway because I've got to put a bag of logs on for my dad, and then a bag of logs on for my daughter. Freebies. Oh. Well, I'm really glad I had the starter motor done on this thing because I reckon if I hadn't, there'd be no way this would start. So I'm still going to give it a bit of heat now, just to be kind. But I should be able to keep your foot off the throttle and just turn the key. That's how it's supposed to work. Is it worth trying to put a bag of logs on with the CLAAS? Can I even get in there to get them out? So again, this is a job that would be really easy with a skid steer, but I can probably get maybe that one and that one up there. Is it worth a try? It's tight in here. It is tight. I'm feeling brave. Okay, we'll give it a minute. I just run over my fork. Got to have the fans on, sorry. So for this little job we're doing now, put a few logs on, this is way overkill. I mean, not overkill or a bit overkill, but way overkill. So and I'm thinking that I'm probably actually only going to manage the one bag, because the second bag is going to be small logs, and the bag I've got in mind is actually behind the tractor. So if I use this, I would have to start the tractor. If I get the skid steer out, where is it? If I get the skid steer out, I could probably get it out from behind the tractor and save the battery. Right then, so I just locking ourselves on. There he goes. Right. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Oh, the heated seat is kicked in. My right buttock is getting warm. So with the skid steer, I would probably have just more or less spun round, gone back in. Hydraulics are cold. I would have just spun round where I was and turned around. I'd have already been halfway in the barn by now. So, I mean, I am making comparisons between this and the skid steer as to how easy it is to do things. This is a great machine for somebody with a really big yard and loads of space. But I got a funny feeling that the skid steer is going to come up trumps with this. Right, I'm going to have to find some lights. Plenty of headspace. Lights. There's one light. There's another light. How about that one? No. I think that's the ones I want mainly. Okay. Don't hit the transit and don't hit the tractor, okay? That's pretty much all I got to not do. I'm gonna have to boom out for this, I think. So, right, I can't actually see the tips of my tines. Where are they? I've got to get you down a bit lower to see the tips. Oh, no, I can see. I think. Boom out a bit. Lift as I go. No. Right, so you can see this is partially down to, oh, I'll tell you what it is. Fork's too far apart. That's what it is. Only an inch, maybe two. Just going to adjust the forks. Oh yeah, they're about as wide as they can go, as long as they're not frozen on there. He's on the floor. I didn't lift him up enough, or did I? That should do it. So yeah, if I'd done this with the skid steer, bag would already be on the back of the truck. It's not fair comparing it up because I'm not used to this. Whoa. Right, handbrake off. Boom you out a little bit. Too much. Right, I think I got it. He's on there. Okay. Back up. Don't hit the tractor. So the bag over there behind the log splitter is the second bag I want. I'm pretty sure that no operator is going to pull that out of there with this without moving the tractor or damaging the pallet. Yes, you could put a chain on it and slew it over and it's doable, but actually looking at it, I don't even know if the skid steer can do it because that pallet's got solid sides. I might have to move the tractor anyway, or take a different pallet of logs. Alright, we'll come back and look at that. Right, job in hand. So this is a bag I'm going to take over for my dad. Don't hit the truck. You might think I'm being uber cautious driving this thing, but I am. It's not mine. It's a whole heap of money. I've been trusted to play with it carefully. They're going to watch this video and they're going to go, I'm not going to let him borrow anything else. You know, if I'm reckless. So it's got to go back in the same condition as it came. The only difference on this machine when it goes back is the number on the hours meter. That's it. Okay, we're clear. So as I understand this is a pivot steer machine, but the back wheels steer as well. So so it's not just pivot action. Once you get so far, the wheels turn too, which is clever. So it does turn tight, although I'm going to square up for this. Well, I've turned the annoying reversing alarm off because there's no one in the yard. Hello. I think someone's come to get some cakes off of Holly. So could I have done that faster with a skid steer? Absolutely. No doubt about that. Right, I'm going to have to get the tractor out because I think even with the skid steer I'm going to bust the pallet if I try and do it otherwise. So, right, just stay there. Right. How keen is he going to be to start? Let's have a few pumps on the... Where is he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to make sure he's all primed up. This is one of those things where if I don't get it right first time, then it won't start. Yeah. Okay, so out, halfway out, bit of throttle, and heat. Okay, count to 20. It needs a lot of heat. 4, 5, 18, 19, 20. Only just. That's more like it. Right, well, we're going to leave this outside to warm up and charge the battery again, so I better not put him back in there drained. I called in to see Rich Corlock, Funky Farmer, yesterday, and he was having all sorts of trouble starting tractors, so I found him walking up the yard with a paraffin heater, which I think he'd had under the sump of one for a while. I think he said he'd got 2 out of 3 started, so it was enough to get going, but yeah, the cold is definitely going to find out the old and the weak batteries. Right, so you are on 1190. That'll do. Okay, let's go and grab that second bag out. Actually, should I grab it out or put it straight on the back of the truck? I might just put it straight on the back of the truck. This is one for Mikey and Emma. So I think perhaps the easiest thing is going to be drop the tailboard on there and slide it straight on. Maybe we'll have that off first though. Magic steps. Yeah, I reckon we can put it on there. I'll just push it up to the back. Yeah, that'd be fine. That way, I just got to load it on, and it's up to Mikey then when I take it up. I'm not going to deliver it for him. He's more than capable of doing that himself. If you're wondering about Biscuit, I invited her out. She came out, had a quick pee, and then came straight back to the door looking sad and dejected. I opened the door and she went straight in the lounge, and she's probably still there worshipping the log burner. So, okay, right then. Bag number 2. Come on, boot up. That's another thing. No computers in the skid steer, none of this, it's just in, turn the key and away you go. Right, handbrake off. Obviously the shuttle switch on this, because forwards and backwards is those 2 fingers. So that finger's forward and that one's backwards. But if it doesn't sense you do it, or if it's not ready for you, then it won't work. Right, did I leave the lights on? I think I did. So we want that bag in the corner there. I got a bit more space. Perhaps I should have moved the tractor first if I was going to do it, because it would have made life easier, but then the comparison is between this and the skid steer for ease of use, and we already know that skid steer is going to be easier. Right, so I've put the camera outside so you can witness me making a cock up of trying to pick this pallet up. So I still can't see the end of the pallets. So this is a little bit of guesswork really. Am I in there or not? I got it? I think I've got it, but only just. I might want to square that up a little bit. That actually looks like I've got one tine underneath. So let's just boom you back out a minute. Put you back on the floor. Come out of it. Take you up a little bit. So I'm doing this a bit blind really. I can't see, like I say, I can't see the end of the pallet forks. So I'm kind of hoping that I got it right. Have I got him? I think I got him this time. Okay. So far so good. We haven't broken anything, which is a bonus. Like I said before, I'm not used to this machine. This is all pretty new to me. So this is honestly the first telehandler I've ever really driven. I did drive a little JCB and put a bale in a feeder. Oh, it was some years ago. I think that'll do. After spending about an hour trying to work out how to start the blooming thing, it belonged to a mate of mine. I did him a favour. He couldn't feed his cat, and he said, "Would you go and do it?" And I said, "Yes, I'll do that for you, no problem." And like I said, I could not work out how to start this blooming thing, this little JCB. I mean, I did it in the end. I did manage it, but oh, what a rigmarole that was. Right. Well, I think that was successful for a complete novice in a tight space. It's might as well be your younger days. So the question I suppose so far is, could I do my job with this? Well, the answer is yes, I could. It would take me a little while to rewire my brain and muscle memory to do it, but I could do it. Is this as nimble and as, well, cost effective as a skid steer? For me, no. But you know, if I was handling a lot of big heavy stuff and pushing stuff up, whatever else, yeah, I would consider one of these. I'd have a look at a few others first before I made a choice, but I would consider one. Might still consider one. Maybe. What do you want? Hey? Don't fall over because I got it on camera.
I'm wondering if I could borrow you for half an hour. I got quite a few packages, parcels to go, and I need a hand to take them up the street.
What are you going to go on the street for?
Because there's a Hermes drop-off up the street in Tesco's, the little Tesco's.
So you want me to come and handle cakes for you?
And then you can pick up what you want for lunch.
Oh. Sounds like blackmail. Bribery even. Bribery. When have you got to go?
Well, soon, if possible. Like, because I've also got to then come back and swap over with Emma, because Emma's coming down and said she needs to go with you.
Fed the cattle yet?
That's right, there's no rush, I just need to be there before 11 o'clock.
Oh yeah, no, I can do that, yeah. No, I can do that.
Yeah,
Okay. Be gone, child.
Be gone with you.
Be gone, be gone. Well, I actually got out this thing to shut the barn door. Then as soon as I got out the door, I could hear the tractor going. I remembered I haven't put the tractor away yet, so yeah, I need to get this out of the way. See, if I had this thing rather than the skid steer, I would possibly move the round bale feeder in there so that I could go over the fence and drop it in. But I reckon I'm still going to have to go through the gate. Don't think it's quite going to reach. Let's go round. I got to move the skid steer to get the round bale out, so I wonder if I grab one of these instead. Do you reckon I can get over the top and get that one over there? Or that one up there?